Hi, I'm Mike Ryan. In August, in Santa Fe, every year we have Indian Market, which is the largest juried show of Native American arts and crafts in the country. In conjunction with that show, there has been for many years a show at the El Dorado Hotel called Native Treasures, which consists of many dealers in native arts and crafts who are Anglos and do not qualify for inclusion at the Indian Market show. With Native Treasures, there has also been for many years a turquoise market where many of the top turquoise traders and miners are selling turquoise. So I thought it would be very interesting for our viewers to have a look at some of those traders. It's going to be in two parts. Part one is going to focus primarily on the Ottisons, who are a well-known turquoise mining family, with two other traders that I think should be better known, and you get to meet them. Then in part two, we're going to go across the street to the Hilton Hotel, and we're going to find SunWest Silver, which is Ernie Montoya's company, and also Silver Sun, which has been involved in the turquoise trade for many, many years. So I hope you enjoy your visit to Indian Market Turquoise Trading 2024 in parts 1 and 2. So I'm here with Tristan Nison, and a lot of our viewers they know Tristan from his story in Turquoise in America Part 3. And if you haven't read that, I encourage you to get your copy because there's not very many left. And Tristan, what turquoise are you showing now that you're the most proud of?
Our latest stuff that we're most excited about has got to be this mantis material here. It's a brand new claim that we started mining, and it pulls out these incredible greens and green to brown shifts, and is actually producing enough of it to where we can keep the prices reasonable for everybody and to really start getting it out there.
So what this is, I see here, it's $3 a carat. Mm-hmm. Now, is this treated material or natural?
No, this is all natural.
All hard natural material.
Hard natural.
Well, look how beautiful. I mean, you've got this, you know, you usually aren't going to see these sort of patterns in that unless you get into composite block. You know, you get the kind of imitation turquoise, it gets those patterns. But here you've got some, I'm kind of shaky here. Try to stable it up here a little bit so people can see that. But yeah, very beautiful stuff. So, next question. Tristan, what's your opinion of the current state of the turquoise market?
I feel like the current state of the turquoise market is still doing really well. Excitement for turquoise has not died down. People are still coming in looking for the new hot thing, and also, you know, your good old stuff like Royston and the established mines.
Well, for you, the most recent ones have been Blackjack and Thunderbird.
And when it's going good, those are hard to keep in stock because everybody wants it and everybody is using it right now. And I think we all need to just continue on with, you know, getting more people involved with turquoise and sharing our love for turquoise with everybody else, and that'll just continue this build that we've seen in the market for the last 15 years. I don't think it's slowing down now, or it will slow down.
So with this, that has meant higher prices then?
Yes. Yeah.
And you see that trend continuing?
Yeah, I do. I see.
Your diesel costs are not going down?
No, the diesel costs will not be going down. I feel like the kind of general grade of turquoise and stuff has stagnated slightly. It's kind of got to a point. But your high grade and everything, if you haven't seen it yourself, it's all just still shooting upwards. Okay. Well, thanks, Tristan. You got some beautiful stone here. Yeah, thank you. And thanks for your effort going out there and doing all this mining. Yeah. It's great. Thanks. So we heard from Tristan Nison. Now we're going to hear from his brother, Lane. So Lane, what are you showing here at Native Treasures that you're most proud of? It'd probably be our Pilot Mountain that we're pulling out. It just has the most beautiful matrix in it. People have already picked up some of the best pieces out of here.
That's beautiful, and I think people see that per pound, they may think it's expensive, but I think that is extremely reasonable.
It cost us a lot to get it out of the ground.
It does indeed. Of course, though, I've always heard the most expensive turquoise you'll ever buy is the turquoise you mine yourself. So
Yep.
you know that firsthand here. So, what's your opinion of the current state of the turquoise market?
I think that it's not doing quite so well.
Oh.
But certain materials are. Like materials you can't find are doing better than material that you see everywhere.
Well, that's supply and demand, isn't it?
Yep.
But you're seeing pretty constant demand? You still see a healthy market out there?
I do, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And which direction for prices?
Up.
Going up?
Always up.
Always up. Okay. Well, thanks, Lane. I really appreciate it.
Yep.
So I'm here with Richard Mueller.
Hello.
And your company is what, Richard?
Miners Gallery.
Miners Gallery. And Richard, you're showing me something here that you're real proud of. You say this is some Australian?
Australian. It's
Natural.
natural. You can see the bling in that. No water's added to bring it out the color when it would look like polished. And then I've also got some other natural.
Well, look at this. What about this piece here?
That's the Bisbee.
That's a Bisbee nugget, and that's a natural?
That's 100% natural.
Oh my God, that's a fortune.
And then here we have a number 8 natural.
Oh my goodness, look at that. Well, you got some wonderful specimens here.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, beautiful.
And this is also Amaroon natural.
Amaroon. So Amaroon is the Australian, the main Australian mine.
In Amaroon, Northern Territory, Australia. And for natural, it's only $100 a pound. You can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't get turquoise anymore for that. You see the bling on that?
Yeah, beautiful stuff. Well, any of your cut stone that you're real proud of here?
No, I can't really say.
Okay. Well, thank you for showing us that. Let me ask you a question. What is your take on the current condition of the turquoise market?
It's increasing. That's all I can say.
You mean more demand?
More demand.
Higher prices?
I haven't changed my prices, but you know, you're probably better off to be noticing with the Audisons, to be honest with you. They're not really my competitor. They're well established.
Right.
And
well, they have a brand.
Yes, so true. I have to concur with you 100%.
Mm-hmm.
And then.
Okay. Well, we spoke with both Tristan and Lane. I'm working my way over to the old folks.
GL Miller, good guy.
Well, that guy's real old. He's my age. That's real old. No, I'm talking about the older Tony and Trenton.
Oh, the younger guys.
Well, they're the younger guys, but I just spoke to the real younger guys.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah. Well, thanks very much,
Thank you for
Richard. I
saying hello to
appreciate it. So here we are with Trent Nison. Of course, many of you know him as the star actor, movie star from Turquoise Fever.
Also known as the Turquoise King.
The Turquoise what?
King.
You're the Turquoise King. I got to go over and tell Ernie Montoya now.
Yeah.
Hey, you know you got this guy who's taking your your position here.
Oh, okay. Turquoise King mentor.
Well, you are a mentor. That's very true, especially for a younger generation. Not that much younger. Your cousins aren't that much younger, but as we were talking earlier, you certainly have set a good business standard for how to operate in a very difficult business. So tell me, Trent, what are you showing now that you're really proud of? You know, in part 3, Tony told a story and your story was involved in that. Of course, Apache Blue for many years has been your brand.
Yeah.
That's really what Silver State was built upon. And I was just wondering, it's been harder to find the good stuff from there. So what are you showing now that you really like?
Well, I think the one thing that we're showing that is mainly perseverance. Apache Blue is still our brand. We still push it out. We still show the good high grade.
You have that good high grade?
Yeah, we do.
Let's see it. You know, I've been asking you for high grade for years now, and you keep promising me some, and then...
So this is some of the red web that we've been pushing out.
So this is different. The early stuff, the old turkey trot.
Turkey track, yep.
Turkey track. was, that's old Grandpa Lynn's,
Yeah.
and that story about how you guys found that and walking in after you shot that 250 feet, and then as you're coming in,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
was it Tom? Tom was,
this is
your
pit.
dad was picking up these nuggets, and you guys thought, Grandpa was right.
Yeah, Grandpa was right. Can't believe you. Of course, we knew it, right? Like, he knows.
He knows, yeah.
But yeah, I think a lot of that is, you know, just dig deeper, keep going.
Persevere.
Persevere, yeah. We just keep pushing. We also just get out there and kind of have a mantra that we plan on failing 3 times before we get it on the 4th time. And so don't be discouraged. And then I think the other thing we like to make sure we pass along.
That's
is that-
Hunter. That's Trenton's son,
Yeah,
eldest son there.
I need your phone for Mark.
Okay. And so, anyways, one thing we like to pass along is just that, you know, we all help each other out. You know, we know that the miners over the hill, they don't always have it good either, and so we know there's a struggle out there.
You got to support each other because it's a tough
Absolutely.
business.
It's a small community, and you know, nothing will hurt your reputation worse than being selfish and being out there for yourself. So if you can get out there and help people, karma is,
Well, you
is a
help
real
yourself.
thing.
You help yourself by helping others
Absolutely,
in this business,
yeah,
right?
absolutely.
And at Turquoise in America, we've always said a educated consumer is a better customer, but only for the honest vendor.
Like I said, karma's a real thing. It'll catch up to you. So it doesn't hurt. Reach out, give a helping hand every once in a while, and
Well, that's good to hear.
Opportunities just around the corner for
That's
you.
good to hear. Now, what's your take on the current condition of the turquoise market?
I think the market's a little down right now, but I think we just got to get it revived. We got to get some good turquoise out there, and I think the economy's got to get back going again a little bit on the right side. I think people are a little nervous about spending right now, but ultimately turquoise.
What are your prices staying steady?
They're staying steady. I think ultimately, if you look over a 10-year span, it's done nothing but go up.
I think especially at the higher grades.
Yeah, especially higher grades like Apache, nothing but going up. So ultimately, I think it's got a good future, good outlook. Month to month, it can vary a little bit, but over a 10-year span, it's a great investment. I mean, there's nothing better than turquoise to invest in right now.
Well, that's good to hear. Well, thanks, Trent. I appreciate it.
All right.
Okay, GL Miller from GL Studio in Albuquerque. So we meet at last, GL.
Yes, sir.
Well, actually, we've met, but
We have.
you wouldn't claim me. You were wondering about this
Claims are
Ryan,
expensive today.
this historian guy.
It's hard to make a claim, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, you got a nice. What's the story on that?
Oh,
Did you
that's
make that?
Yeah, I did. It's a piece of Kingman, natural.
Yeah.
And we used to live in Guam as a kid, so we'd always go down to Taragi Beach and shell. So it had the feeling of a shell rather than a point or an arrowhead or a spear. So I just shaped it a little more so it had a contour.
Is that
of a
what they would
seashell.
say is a water web?
Water web.
Yep.
So it's appropriate. From
It
the
is
ocean,
appropriate, yeah. Wonderful. So, what are you showing now that you're really proud of?
Really proud of.
Yeah.
We acquired about a 9-pound piece of Candelaria natural a little over a year ago, year and a half, and I finished cutting it all. So we brought it to Santa Fe. We've also brought it last week to the Turquoise show in Albuquerque. Turquoise United, it's our 3rd year there. That's a wonderful show. But nonetheless, so we documented every piece, and I had several Riker mounts. Some of them are 500 carats down to 20 carats.
Those are some big, you cut
Oh,
those
my-
really big. Any
Yes,
reason
sir.
you did that?
Well, the stone was available because it was about 4.5 inches wide. So someone can also cut it down smaller.
Smaller if
choose.
they want to, sure.
Yeah,
You know, I've noticed there's been a trend, you go through, fashion has its own whims and whatnot.
It's true.
And it goes through, different colors. You want the sky blue, you want darker blue, you want dark web, you want red web. And for a while now, I've seen a trend towards lighter blue, even going towards the white.
Yes, sir.
The so-called white buffalo, which is not turquoise at all.
not, right.
And people, if they can get hold of Dry Creek, they go crazy. Oh, Dry Creek, which is just the lower grade of God Burnham. Yeah.
Yep.
So anyway, well, thanks for showing us this. This Candelaria. Now, what would you price this at?
This is from $7 to $12 a carat.
For natural turquoise,
natural, yeah.
you know, I mentioned earlier, we're getting to a point with the two-tier marketplace between treated turquoise and natural, where a lot of your better-looking treated stone is getting up to the same price as your medium to high medium grade natural.
It's true.
You're getting into that $3, $4 a carat range.
It's costly to cut.
It's costly to cut, and the treating. I was talking to Russell Twyford, and his chemical costs after the
Gone up.
after the pandemic gone up a lot. So what once was $15 a pound for treat is now $35 or
Easily.
so. Easily.
Certainly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thanks for showing us that. So what's your take on the current condition of the turquoise market?
Great question. It's probably twofold, you know, because the market is so segmented. You know, we still have collectors. We had people liquidating when they were selling the silver, and we're extracting, if you would, the higher minerals, better quality stones. So that's lessened. So that's caused more collectors to look harder. Therefore, they're paying a higher price. Now, the medium range we see is softening, which would mean the jewelry that we manufacture with turquoise, our retailers are not purchasing the dollar amount that they used to, nor the frequency. We're getting more custom orders, one of a kind, size this, size that, whereas they may have bought a tray of 10 pieces to 50 pieces. So that tends to tell me the market's getting smaller. But I'm kind of hopeful because I do think there's a younger trend changing, and that means the
Well,
younger.
also I think grade-wise, because while this is very beautiful, I would not grade this anywhere near, let's say, what you're showing right there.
Yes, sir.
That's a true gem grade piece of an older Kingman, maybe going back even to the Ithaca Peak
Yes, sir.
days.
Smart.
And the price on that is going to be a multi-factor higher
Yes, sir.
than you'll have on this other. So you think we'll continue to see that between the, and especially with some efforts now towards grading. Joda and Lowry has
Oh, my
proposed a
goodness,
grading
yeah,
system.
yes.
I've proposed
You
a
got it.
grading
Oh,
system.
yes.
We now have a chemical testing with X-ray fluorescence, which will also provide a grade. So I think that, to me, I think that's a wonderful addition for consumers to make them more informed.
More informed, they're further acquainted with the gemstone in itself, and I think it excites them to learn more about the turquoise in general.
I agree.
Not the species. I call it a species, but there are so many varieties to learn more about. So that
Indeed.
could expand the market in
Sure.
itself, you know.
Well, thanks very much, DL. I appreciate it.
Oh, and have a great Indian market.
Thanks.
We thank you.